This is a response to a Facebook post. This person views all points of faith or non-faith valid, and like he says, including the not the pursuit of any gods, but he still chooses Christianity for himself. He mentioned that other religions just don't resonate with him as much as Christianity does. I respond to this. You'll hear some familiar arguments, but again, the more info that's out there and the more ways to tell it, the better access and better variety of ways people have to process the information. Because not everybody thinks the same ways or processes information the same ways. Now, in my response to this, I hope I don't come off as angry or insulting. Remember, I only try to attack religion itself, because people are variables, and you can't really judge one person until you've seen them do something inexcusably horrible or extremely good or whatever ways we judge people to be good or bad. But there is merit to pointing out why certain beliefs are harmful, so keep that in mind. My response: but Christianity comes with the baggage of homophobia, sexism, racism, slavery, genocide, and encouraged cruel treatment of non-believers because it will always be tied to the Bible. Nothing about Christianity itself, as it is intended to be practiced, is uniquely respectable. Don't kill, don't steal exist in all cultures. A nonsensical sacrifice of a God's self to itself to figure out how to forgive people that he could just snap his fingers and forgive on his own is also a reason to take a step back and say, huh? Why would that be required? If you absolutely have to believe in a God, please don't let it be the Yahweh, the evil demon. Putting support into him, even in the name of Christianity, is always going to enable those who can use the Bible passages that promote hate from Yahweh and Jesus' mouths. Well, from the words written on the page by other people, not even by God or Jesus themselves, which is a big point here. If you absolutely have to believe in a God, make it the deist one. We have a hard enough battle as it is against those who use the Bible to hate. We don't need good people putting support into the same Bible. I hope this doesn't come off as angry at you or insulting to you personally. From what you've written, I have much respect for you. A believer that rejects his own religion's endorsed forms of bigotry is always better than one who doesn't. That's why I only attack religion itself, the stories, the cruel laws, because I understand people can be who they are with or without religion. But religion uniquely comes with certain encouragements toward bigotry and discrimination that are not inherent in atheism. There's no atheist book that tells people to kill gays or kill non-atheists, but Christianity does. Atheism is just a stance on the existence of deities and doesn't describe a person's sense of morality. It's my plea to all Christians to abandon Christianity, especially the ones who are in name only, because they choose not to follow their God's laws of cruelty and yet still put support into the name of the same God that gave those cruel laws. It makes no sense to me why a good, loving person would ever ally with Yahweh of the Bible, especially if they've read the Bible and seen what kind of personality Yahweh has. It's like excusing the Holocaust because Hitler was a vegetarian. That's the scale of dissonance one has to deal with to accept the God of the Bible. It's like if I were a Jew and you called yourself a Nazi, but you don't believe in the Nazi racism or other bigotries or any of that philosophy of Nazism. But you want to spread Nazism. You want everyone to know about it and be part of it. That's not going to make the Jew feel any more comfortable. Calling yourself, and your support of that word makes it okay for other people to use that word for their hate, because the doctrine actually includes that of Nazis, whether you choose to ignore it or not. That's what it feels like to be an atheist around Christians who say they don't follow their own God's laws of bigotry, which is a great first step, but rejecting these gods should be the ultimate destination. And if you can't seem to fathom a universe without a God, then again, choose one that doesn't have a story attached to it, made up by humans. Choose one that isn't tied to or associated with any form of bigotry, past or present, Old Testament or New Testament. it's just the decent thing to do.